Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And right away, he lost the football. And he coughed it up. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a third down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Cousins to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now here's the third-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt it. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And if you didn't know what school Carson Wentz came from, if you didn't know he had played at a 1AA or FCS level, and you looked at his measurables, you would say, now that's what a quarterback's supposed to look like. 6'5", nearly 240 pounds, with the ability to run the football as well. He has the goods.
And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And here is the Redskin defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense. Still 3rd down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Salek. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Going deep here for Matthews. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
This is taken at the 3. Penalty marker is down here. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal blocking the down. Return team.
Here's the option going right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started his collegiate career as a tight end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And once again, they go with Sproles. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Wentz. Forced out to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. Always got some breathing room. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Wentz will try again on second down. Screen pass to Sproles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. On third and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. He gets it. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Fumble return for a TD by the Redskins. Last year, they recovered 16 of them, most in the NFL, on their way to that NFC East title.
The word that comes to mind immediately is opportunistic. This is a defense that knew how to make plays and capitalize on them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. Second down following the run.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Green Beckham has it over the middle. And a pretty nifty hurdle there before he's brought down. Give him 8 on the play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on third and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And this one's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? A West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend there?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not...
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. I mean, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. To throw, Cousins. He's got time. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On third down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so well,
something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Blue landing.
First down. Here's Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Benny Logan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
I'm not going to push anything. No reason to. Yeah, 45 seconds. Never take a try breathing.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sproles. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here now another look at the rookie Carson Wentz leading his offense back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Wentz going to try and throw on third. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visit. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wentz to throw on second down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Will Compton coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure, they got him again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Matt Ioannidis, the rookie from Temple, in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Matt, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephen Tulloch in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when we talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
You guys think it's possible to get 400 yards?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Cousins, and that is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sproles, the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Gardner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Wentz to throw. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Cousins now on second down. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A first down throw for Cousins. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Cousins now to throw on first down. Ducks into the grab over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Cousins. That's caught at the 3. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Time for a break. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll throw again. Cousins got a man here, and it's Garcon. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garcon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wentz to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's serious.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Sproles. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Bashaud Breeland, the one that got him down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Ertz over the middle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Now Wentz again. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did, and for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day. So for the Eagles.
459 passing yards with an 84 completion percentage. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Sproles had 19 carries, 57 yards. Matthews, 8 receptions, 185 yards. Beckham, 3 receptions, 15 yards. My game, like, froze. Oh, man. What are we gonna do? I don't want to quit out this game, but I guess we're gonna have to. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later.